Do you want to get a mountain bike to go ride some trails and get your fitness points up? Want to get something reliable that won't break the bank and won't break on its first ride? Do you want to know what the top 10 best budget mountain bikes are on the market right now? Then you clicked on the right video. I spent hours searching the internet for the absolute best bang for buck bikes that I would recommend to a friend that wants to start riding trails without spending thousands of dollars. You heard me right, all the bikes on this list are under $700 and some even go down to $400. Check these out. But just before I show you these bikes in detail, I want to go over what I'm looking for when searching for bikes to recommend. I do value your time though, so if you just want to jump to the bikes, there's timestamps in the description as well as links to each bike. If you're going to order one of these online and get it shipped to your front door, using the affiliate links below guarantees you the best price and supports the channel in a huge way. So let's help each other out. So when I was doing the research for this list, the main thing I was looking for was the frame. That's the foundation of the bike and what everything is built on. It's also the one thing that you can't upgrade. Well, you could, but then you're just buying a new bike. So I'm looking for something with all-round geometry that'll help you dabble in different parts of the sport, help you figure out what you're really into. I'm also looking for something burly that can take some abuse, because as a new mountain biker, you're definitely going to be taking a few spills. I'm also looking at all the parts on the bike. If possible, the brakes should be hydraulic for the best control. I'm also looking for a rear derailleur with a clutch to help the chain from slapping around and to help it from falling off. Also, the rest of the parts on the bike should meet bike industry standards. The last thing you want is to break a small part on the bike and not being able to replace it because they only made that part for that bike at that time, and it's just not available anymore. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at the first bike on our list. The Kent Trouvaille. Now this bike is all over the internet as one of the best budget mountain bikes in the market right now. And for good reason. It only costs $398 and it's available from one of the biggest store chains in America, Walmart. So you can order it online or you can go right to the store and pick one up. But this is barely a mountain bike. Even Walmart themselves warn you not to ride this bike off-road. Not because this bike can't ride trails, it's because the people that just put it together have zero bike mechanic experience, let alone any experience handling tools. So for liability reasons, they can't recommend that you take this bike out of the store and go send your favorite local single tracks. So I'll say this, while the Walmart bikes on this list may seem like they have the best prices, to safely ride it down a trail, you're gonna have to do one of two things. Either A, you're gonna have to be familiar with bikes and have all the tools required to give this thing a thorough once-over. And as a beginner mountain biker, you probably don't have either of those. So taking this bike to a proper bike shop and having a professional look it over is definitely gonna be recommended. They're gonna have to make sure that all the parts are on properly, facing in the right direction, and everything is tight and safe to ride. That'll cost you anywhere between $50 to $100. With that out of the way, this bike's got a lot going for it, assuming you're anywhere between 5'6" and 6 feet. That's because the Kent Trouvaille is only available in one size. That's around an 18 to 19 inch medium frame. You also have to be okay with never running a dropper post on this bike because I could not find one in the proper size. Solid frame, solid drivetrain, disc brakes, mechanical disc brakes, but disc brakes nonetheless. Decent off-road wheels and tires, wide handlebars, and a short stem. It's also got an SR Suntour fork with 100 millimeters of travel. Oh, it's also got a tapered head tube, so finding a replacement fork down the line to upgrade should be no problem. Again, this bike is under $400 and available directly from Walmart. I'm starting with the bikes in the $400 range and we're gonna work our way up in price because I feel it's super important for you guys to see what upgrades you get when you invest just a little bit more each time. Coming in at number 9 is the Ozark Trail Ridge 29er. This is the second $400 Walmart bike on the list, and it may look like it has a lot in common with the Kent, but no. This thing is better in almost every way. It's almost like Walmart listened to the reviews out there and fixed all the shortcomings of the Kent. The first upgrade you get over the Kent is that you can actually pick a size. It comes in 17-inch and 19-inch. Having the right size bike is incredibly important if you ask me. Having to muscle around a bike that's too big and barely being able to reach the ground, or being cramped on a bike that's too small is just dangerous. The second noteworthy upgrade that Walmart did to the Ozark Trail is that it comes with a common 31.6-inch seat post. That's a very popular size in the bike industry, and you should have no problems finding a dropper post to fit this bike. It's even got holes in the frame for internal cable routing. Nice. The Ridge has a very similar set of off-road wheels and tires as the Kent, mechanical disc brakes, and a nice simple cockpit. Where they did save a little bit of money though is that this fork doesn't have a lockout, and the rear derailleur is just a generic brand without a clutch. So you get this bike for $400, you spend $100 on a dropper post, $100 on hydraulic disc brakes, and $50 on a better clutch derailleur. $650 sounds pretty good for all that. So the first two Walmart bikes have been taking the internet by storm and featured in a ton of videos for their incredible value. But they're still Walmart bikes. That's why I was blown away when I found this $400 bike from Norco. In at number 8 is the Norco Storm 5. The Storm is Norco's entry-level mountain bike, and they say it lives a double life between city streets and single tracks. It's got geometry perfectly suited to be nimble and confident on the trail. It's got internal routing to protect all the mechanical systems. It's available with 27.5-inch wheels for sizes extra small to medium, and 29-inch wheels from medium all the way to extra large. This looks like a great bike from a great brand, but if you ask me, this is what I'd do. I'd spend $50 more and get the Storm 4. The Storm 4 is on sale for $449 and comes with hydraulic disc brakes. The Storm 4 is available in all the same sizes, 3 different colors, but for the extra $50 you get hydraulic disc brakes. Well worth it in my opinion. You get a 100mm travel Suntour fork, Shimano drivetrain, and Tektro hydraulic brakes. Again, it has a 31.6-inch seat tube, so finding a dropper post for it should be no problem. It also rolls on a good set of wheels and name brand tires. Now the one downside that I find with this bike, and this is a downside to me, it might actually be a positive to you, is that it comes with a 3x7 drivetrain, which means it has a front derailleur with 3 chainrings. This gives you 21 speeds to choose from. But the front derailleur is just clunky. It adds a lot of weight to the mountain bike, and the front derailleur is just gonna make it super hard for you to run a dropper post at the same time, because both the dropper post remote and the front derailleur shifter occupy the same space on the handlebar. So again, great bike from a great brand at a great price. And there's tons of options how you can set this up. You can find Norcos at a lot of different bike shops, which means you're gonna be able to hit the trails right away with confidence that this bike was put together properly and everything's tight on it. You can order this bike online or find it at your local Norco dealer. Coming in at number 7 is the Marin Bolinas Ridge. Now there's 2 models available from Marin that fit this price point, the Bolinas Ridge 1 and 2. The 1 is currently on sale for $449, and for $90 more, the 2 comes with a bunch of upgrades. The Bolinas Ridge 1 comes with a solid frame, a 3x7 drivetrain, a 100mm travel Suntour fork, and mechanical disc brakes. For $90 more though, at $539, the Bolinas Ridge 2 comes with hydraulic disc brakes, a better fork, and a 3x8 drivetrain from Shimano. Both these bikes are available in 5 different sizes from extra small to extra large. They're available in 2 different wheel sizes as well, 27.5 or 29er. Each model has 2 different colors, and Marin makes a bunch of very high-end mountain bikes, so all of this technology is trickled into their DNA. Couple things to note with these 2 frames is that the cable routing is done externally on these. So that affects the look a little bit, but it might be better for a beginner mountain biker. You're not gonna have to fish all the wires through the frame. What do you guys think? You like all the cables internally routed or external? Let me know in the comments. You can pick up the Marin Bolinas Ridge at Bikes Online or your local Marin dealer. At number 6 is the Kona Lanai. Available in 2 different colors and 5 different sizes between extra small and extra large. This frame's just beautiful. It's clean and it's future-proof. It has internal cable routing, room for 2 water bottles, a tapered head tube, and a really nice paint job. It's got a strong set of wheels with brand name tires, a Shimano drivetrain, mechanical disc brakes, nice clean cockpit with wide handlebars and a short stem. It's got a 31.6-inch seat tube, so finding a dropper for it will be no problem. But if you want to run a dropper, again, you're gonna have to ditch that front derailleur and switch to a 1x. This is something that I've done to a lot of bikes in the past and a really fun project. You get a 100mm travel Suntour coil fork, and Kona's been making mountain bikes for decades now, so I have no problems in recommending this bike for any of my friends out there. On sale for $559, this is a pretty smart deal. You can pick up this bike at your local Kona dealer, online on Kona's website, or sometimes you can find them on sale at Jensen USA. And while we're talking about Konas, I'm gonna throw a bonus bike in the mix that fits within the $700 price point. If you want a bike with a frame that's got slightly slacker geometry for steeper trails, a 1x9 drivetrain, internal cable routing, hydraulic disc brakes, check out the Kona Lavadome. It's a 2022, but there's great deals on it right now. Jensen USA has it on sale right now for $612, or it's available in all sizes on Kona's website for $700 US. Coming in at number 5, and from one of the biggest bike manufacturers in the world, on sale for $570 is the giant Talon 4. The Talon 4 is available in 2 different colors, metal gray and metallic black. It's also available in 7 different sizes and wheel configuration, and they're all in stock. For size extra small, small, and medium, you can pick a 27.5-inch wheel. And for size small, medium, large, and extra large, you can also get the Talon 4 with a set of 29-inch wheels. The 27.5 wheels are gonna be more playful and maybe a little bit stronger, and 29ers are just faster. The Talon 4's got a handmade aluminum frame that's super sleek and simple. It's got internal cable routing and room for 2 water bottles. Giant's website here says that if you pick 27.5-inch wheels, you get an 80mm travel fork, and if you get a 29er, you get 100mm of travel. So it's up to you. As for the drivetrain on this bike, I'm a little confused by the website. The picture shows it with a 2x8 drivetrain, but in the specs, it says it has a 1x8 drivetrain with no front derailleur. So I'm not sure what you actually get. Worth a call or an email to Giant though. You get a micro shift derailleur, mechanical disc brakes, Kenda tires, and the rest of the build kit is all in-house Giant parts. You can order a Talon 4 right from their website and pick it up from your local Giant dealer. So the next 4 bikes are all within $100 of each other, and I feel they're some of the best bang for buck bikes in the market right now. At number 4 is the Polygon Xtrada 5. Let's start at the frame. This beautiful aluminum frame has a wicked paint job, internal cable routing, a tapered head tube, and a lifetime warranty. It's also got a really nice low standover, so when you're out on the trails, it'll be nice and easy for you to reach the ground. This bike from Polygon's got modern XC geometry, meaning that the head tube is slack to give you confidence on steep trails, and the seat tube is steep, so it'll put you in a nice, comfortable position when climbing. Compared to all the other bikes on this list, the Xtrada 5's also got more squish. The Suntour XCM fork has 120 mils of travel and a hydraulic lockout. You get a 2x10 Shimano Dior drivetrain, and Tektro hydraulic brakes with 160mm rotors front and back. The Xtrada 5 is available in small, medium, large, and extra large. You can get the small, medium, and large with 27.5-inch wheels, and you can get the medium, large, and extra large with 29-inch wheels. You get a nice short stem, wide handlebars, and a nice clean cockpit. So you get all that and a lifetime warranty on the frame for under $600. You can't get that from Walmart. You can order the Polygon Xtrada 5 directly from Bikes Online and get it shipped to your front door. And just like that, we're at the top 3 bikes. Coming in at number 3 is the Marin Bobcat Trail 3. This is Marin's most affordable Bobcat. The aluminum frame comes in 2 colors, gloss blue and gloss black, and it's available in 4 different sizes, small to extra large. Oh, and you can also pick your size wheels, 27.5 or 29-inch. This bike's designed for someone that knows they were gonna wanna ride aggressive single track. The frame's nice and simple, comes with 2 water bottle mounts and internal cable routing. For components, you get a 120mm travel SR Suntour XCM fork with hydraulic lockout. You get Tektro hydraulic brakes with 160mm rotors front and back. For gearing, you get a Shimano Altus 2x8 speed drivetrain, and the rest of the cockpit and contact points are all Marin in-house brand. Like I said earlier, Marin makes some great mountain bikes, and at $620, this is a pretty good buy. You guys ready for the runner-up on our list? At number 2 is the Norco Storm 2. This model of the Storm shares the same frame as the Storm 4 and 5. It's got 3 different color options, It's available in 7 different sizes between extra small and extra large. You can get it with 27.5 or 29-inch wheels, and the aluminum frame has internal cable routing and room for 2 water bottles. Norco says that they designed the Storm 2 to help you discover your favorite way to ride. And that's really what all these mountain bikes are. They're great all-rounders. You get one, you try a couple different types of trails, and then you figure out what you love to ride. Do you want to stick more towards the cross-country side? Do you want to get into steeper, gnarlier trails? It's up to you. You kind of branch off from there. Here's what you get for components on the Storm 2. You get a 100mm travel SR Suntour XCM fork. You get a 1x10 Shimano Deore drivetrain with a decent range in the back. This cassette goes between 11 to 46 tooth. The brakes are Tektro hydraulic brakes with 160mm rotors front and back. And it rolls on a nice strong set of Alex rims wrapped in 2.25-inch wide Maxxis Recon rubber. A great beginner value mountain bike from a great brand. And at $650, this is gonna be hard to beat. So if you gave me a $700 budget to buy a beginner hardtail mountain bike, this is the bike I'd buy. Taking the #1 spot is the Polygon Xtrada 6. The Xtrada 6 shares the same frame as the Xtrada 5. It's got a beautiful green fade paint job, internal cable routing, room for 2 water bottles, a tapered head tube, and a lifetime warranty. The key highlights on this bike are definitely going to be the fork and the drivetrain. For gears, you get a 1x11 Shimano Deore drivetrain. And check out the range in this cassette. You get 11 to 51 tooth. This is gonna make climbing steep hills a breeze in the granny gear. And you get more squish in the front. The SR Suntour XCR fork has 120 mils of travel with a hydraulic lockout. On top of that Shimano Deore drivetrain, you also get trusty Shimano hydraulic brakes with 160 mil rotors. You can get the Xtrada 6 with 27.5-inch wheels in size small and medium, and you can get it with 29-inch wheels in size medium to extra large. The strong off-road wheels as well as the whole cockpit and contact points are all Entity branded, which is Polygon's house brand, and it rolls on 2.25-inch wide Maxxis Ardent tires. You can order the 2023 Polygon Xtrada 6 directly from Bikes Online and get it shipped to your front door. And at $699 with a $200 savings, this is why this bike is at the top of my list. If you think you can afford to invest a little bit more in your bike purchase and want something more capable on steep trails, or maybe you want a bike with rear suspension, these 2 videos have got you covered. Hope to see you in either one of these. Cut! Oh, somebody beer me.